People. Que pasa, sakpa, say what they do. Welcome to Crime Time News, where the difference is in the meds. This is not your mama and papa. This is not your grandma's news channel. This is news with a buzz. The first thing that is popping in the news, it is called the cost of doing business in Jamaica. It could cost you your life. Your success could cost you your life. Be very careful the people that you conduct business with. Who are your partners? These same partners will try to get you out because of your finances, to take over your part of the business. Hostile takeover. MUGGLROUS style. Now, I am speaking about a 53-year-old businessman. His name is Philip Craig. Mr. Craig is from the United States. He has been living in Jamaica for about 25 years or so. Mr. Craig is a real estate developer in areas all over Jamaica, and he's also a major player in the weed, the Bob Marley cannabis industry. However, at about 4:20 the other morning, Mr. Craig was home with his wife and his son, his child. It is said that some gunmen invaded his premises, kicking the door, demanding cash. Them want money. Those demands weren't met, and they sprayed Mr. Craig with all sorts of hot lead. The wife and the child were not hurt. The gunman them take for themselves. Now, people, I am not saying that this is factual. However, I would not be surprised. The fact that Mr. Craig is a real estate developer coming from the United States, I am assuming that he has business partners in Jamaica. Those business partners might have some sort of red eye, because the fact is that Mr. Craig just came back from the United States on a red-eye flight recently, maybe about a few days before he got hit up. Isn't that kind of coincidental? The fact that Mr. Craig is also a major player in the cannabis industry. Now, people, when you talk about the game, entertainment, drugs, cannabis, anything that is considered big money making, there's always all sorts of corruption. So therefore, might his partners again had something to do with him losing his life. Because here's the thing, people. When people come and them depend any sorts of robbery, once them ask for money and that demand is met, usually they are going to spare the lives of those persons. This is not any sort of random act of pieing up this man and taking him away. This is obviously a hit. This is obviously somebody that knows him, some sort of associate, some sort of business partner that put out these hits. And people, this is why I say so. The fact that these people come and ask for money does not mean that this was some sort of random act of murder or robbery, sorry. That is a sham, that is a psych. That is to throw off the detective or investigators that are not so bright, that are not reading the fine print, that are being bamboozled or fooled, smoke screen. However, me with common sense, me know said this is definitely a hit. So therefore, I would say maybe they might want to check his business associates. Maybe they might want to check the CCTV and see if they can get any sorts of images, pictures, videos of the person, because obviously this man lives in a place called Shaw Park that is in St. Anne's, up in the neighborhood. I'm a real estate developer, so therefore you know that he is not living in any sorts of shanty town. There's going to be CCTV video or footage. So people, how many times have we seen this? How many times have you heard me spoken about people when it comes to people property, people house, real estate? How much family member take out family member for them own things? How much real estate agent scam people for them own real estate sales are buying money? So you think that when somebody in a business with a man that is a multi-millionaire and sister, listen to Jamaica this, me and him a partner. If me get rid of my partner, me can get X amount of millions of dollars. People, I am telling you this as a Jamaican. I am a born Jamaican. However, I do not trust Jamaicans, none at all. They are the most corrupted, greedy, evil set of people. So when you see people are drive up and down in the Mercedes Benz, see them at Mega Mart or whichever place, and them trolley full up, remember a lot of these persons are involved in some very ugly sorts of SINS crimes. And people, I think that the detectives from the Major Investigative Division need not look anymore or pass his business associates. So people, just imagine how this man's wife and kids or children feel when them sister, them father get taken out right in front of their eyes. Just imagine what is going to be in the newspaper when the foreign press gets this story and sister, damn, we lose our next American citizen in Jamaica doing business in Jamaica. This man is not a criminal. This man is not involved, hopefully, in any sorts of illicit activity. So therefore, why them couldn't just rob him and take the money? And the answer is very simple. Because this is not any sort of random robbery. This was some sort of hit. Point blank and period. Now the next thing that is popping in the news, it is called a change of heart, a twist of fate, a major breakthrough. Now, on the 9th of November 2022, 20-something days ago, 8 American citizens came from Miami, Florida, and they came to Jamaica, Ocherius to be specific, on a cruise ship. While they were going back, they were held with 24 packages between the 8 of them, weighing 38 pounds, 17 birds, 17 lock, 17 kilograms of Cindy Brake spear. They've been in custody ever since. They were described as a major international drugs trafficking network. So therefore, some smugglers. Now people, whenever you are held with that quantity of cocoa, you are definitely a dealer. You did not buy that for socializing, meaning whether you want to run it up your nose, shoot it up in your vein, or smoke it in a ball. No. You are hustling. You are a smuggler. Whatever role you play, major or minor, that is not for me to determine. That is for the courts. However, these persons went to the St. Anne Parish Court the other day and they pleaded guilty. There were 4 charges. First charge, possession. Second charge, intent or attempt to export. Next charge, dealing. Next charge, conspiracy to export. However, it seems as if there are 2 lawyers representing all 8 of them, US citizens, struck a deal with the prosecution, and out of those 4 charges, they pled guilty to 2, the minor charges, meaning that possession, meaning that attempting to export, and not guilty to conspiracy to export and dealing. So therefore, they are no longer the dealers, are for them personal use. So people, hold a minute. 24 package, 8 people, 38 pound, 17 lakh, equivalent to 17 lakh birds. How does that become possession? How does that not become dealing? Isn't possession quantity maybe a gram or so? The amount of a little sugar package or salt package. When since 38 pound of cocoa becomes possession. However, we know say a sweet deal was made. This tells me that somebody or everybody attack. This tells me that they are cooperating with the authority, meaning the popo, and telling the popo who them get it from, who give it to them. They are not playing no sorts of G. Now people, when we consider the persons that were held, at first them say 7 US citizen and a Jamaican, maybe he is also a citizen of the United States. Here is the fact. When it comes to America and American, they have a SNITCH culture. Them have it over there. So what do you think is going to happen when them get all in a Jamaica? When them get locked up and taken to our nice facility, where them have all sorts of chink, all sorts of roach, smell like PISS and septic tank mixed together. Don't you think they are going to be traumatized? If when them there, where the place nice and them have AC, them have commissary, them have everything, them attack, what you think did gonna happen when them come at Jamaica? So if you are that person that gave these 8 individuals those 24 packages, know say the people them at Jamaica and America I look for you. Know say them have your files right now as I speak. I look on it. So anyways, based on the court documentation, it is said that the prosecution is no longer demanding the charges of conspiracy to export and dealing. So therefore, they make a sweet deal. So people, me just say, in the typical cultural fashion of American, them talk to each other, meaning the suspect, and them say, listen, I ain't taking no rap for that NIGGA. I'm telling, I'm a talk. So therefore, people, you know, say, this man, these people that gave them this package is hot right now. Now what is also the body club are obvious whenever these lawyers and judges link up together. This is what the lawyer is saying. The lawyer is saying to the judge, the court goes back on Friday. They are remanded until Friday. The lawyer is recommending to the judge that, listen, don't give them any sorts of sentence that they have to do any sorts of jail time. Give these people a fine. Give these people a fine because they took responsibility. They plead guilty at the earliest time. They did not waste the court's time. Did not cost the country any sorts of money to go through some sorts of long, tedious trial. However, people, the writing was on the wall. It was sealed like the 10 Commandments. They would have been guilty. They were caught red-handed. So therefore, if they wanted to be stubborn, it was only going to cost them more time in a jail. So therefore, they did what was in their best interest on the recommendation of the lawyer. However, people, you and I know that when this lawyer or these lawyers went to these people, they gave them the scare tactics. Them hold them head, them scratch them head, them say, Lord Jesus Christ, this don't look good. You're going to get 100 million years. So therefore, you know, so them people, make them call to them people and make sure say, that retainer reach that lawyer. And people, I was not there. However, I am assuming that after him get the retainer, he then went back or they then went back and said, boy, this looks sticky. I better you just play. And obviously, that is what they did. So now, people, the lawyer tell the judge, say, don't give them no time, give them a fine because they are young offenders. So let me ask you a question as a country or the best interest of Jamaica. When people come and them go back with 38 pounds of cocoa and them get whole and you slap them on them wrists, what is going to deter other persons or they themselves for try it again? Even though I doubt these 8 people are going to try it again after their 3 weeks excursion experience in our fine facility. Them are going to be scared, shocked. Them not try this anymore. They might try a next place, but not Jamaica. However, let me ask the question. What do you think would happen had this been reversed? 8 Jamaican get whole in America doing the same thing. Do you think these judges, these prosecutors would have been so lenient? Why do you think that they enforce laws and sentence in America? It is to deter people from doing the same BS over and over. However, in a Jamaica, a place that is so infiltrated with crime, MUGGL3R and DRUGS, them still a slap people upon them wrists. They are still being sympathetic because the body club, the lawyer, have the judge by him BALLS. So therefore, they are making all sorts of sweet deals. And people, I am not saying that the judge did not receive or the judge receive a thing. But me just say, does it make any sorts of sense for you to be trying to prevent crime and encouraging criminals? Me just say. So anyways, people, thanks once again for checking out my video. If you appreciate videos straight to the point, please show your appreciation by liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. That is how YouTube promotes videos like these to like-minded, sensible persons like yourself. And last but not least, word to the wise. Whenever you are rising in life, there's always going to be a set of vipers. They see your potential, they realize that your ceiling is in the stratosphere. However, when they look at themselves, because of their insecurity, because of their hate, because they realize that persons appreciate them for what they pretend to be and not what they actually are. So therefore, for them to feel as if they are up, they are going to do everything within their means to bring you down. Point blank and period.